Hello guys, you're welcome to today's video. This is actually my first mainstream video. The first one was an introductory video about what this channel was going to be about, and I'm sure you've been able to watch it. If you haven't, kindly do so, like, subscribe and comment, okay, and give me anything that you want me to talk about on finances and anything. Yeah, okay, so today we are treating a very important topic. We are talking about 7 basic things to do to make sure that saving is working for you. Okay, I'm sure you've tried a couple of times to save, but it didn't really go as you want it to be. Okay, so I've decided to research, and I got these 7 basic things you can do to make saving work for you. 7 things you to do to increase your propensity to save. Okay, so let's get going. Number one, the first thing to do is to make sure that you're saving all your windfalls. So in this context, what I mean by windfalls are your unexpected and large inflows. Okay, so you are not expecting an amount of money, but it actually came. Somebody dashed you some money, a friend gave you a gift, a loved one gave you something that you are not expecting. So what you do is that you should be able to save it. Okay, so let's assume that your mom promises to give you 1,500 Ghana cedis at the end of the month, but that particular month things were going on so well for her, the business was booming, so she decides to give you 2,000 Ghana cedis instead. So the 500 Ghana cedis, you are not really expecting it, so try and save it. Okay, it's a good thing to do. So try and save that 500 Ghana cedis. Don't force it into your budget. You've already prepared your budget and it wasn't part. The 500 Ghana cedis was not included, so put that one aside into your saving account. Okay, yeah, so that is one. Number two, you should be able to separate your needs from your want, distinguish your needs from your want. Okay, so be able to boldly tell your wants that wants, wait, there are needs to take care of. Want, wait, there are more important and urgent things I have to take care of at the moment. Okay, so don't be forced, don't do impulse buying. Okay, don't be lured by friends who are buying certain things that are that looks luxury. Okay, so you also want to do that. They look very luxurious, so you also want to buy those kind of things. Be able to separate your needs from your want. This is something very basic that you should be able to do if you want to increase your propensity to save. That is number two. Now the third thing to do is to make sure that you are paying off your debt. Debt in itself is not a bad thing. We all at a point in time borrow money from friends and all that. Sometimes you have a business idea that you want to execute or implement, yeah, and then you don't have the startup capital to do that, so you go to a bank or probably a relative to borrow some money, but you have to keep it at the back of your mind that you are working towards pay it off. You are working very hard to be able to pay that money. When you do that, it gives you some space to be able to save. Okay, so you get that fiscal space to be able to save. Otherwise you will not get the fiscal space to think of even saving. Yes, so that is number three. Now the fourth thing to do is to try and get a credit card. Sometimes keeping physical cash on you make it easy for you to spend your money. Yeah, so if you have a credit card, it also helps in a way. Okay, it helps you to save. So if you go to the bank, some of the banks, they can give you a credit card, so try and also get a credit card. That is number four. So the fifth thing to do is to check out for the high yield interest savings. Okay, look out for a savings account that will give you a high yield. Okay, a return on your savings. Okay, so pay a close and critical attention to the interest rate that the bank is giving. Yes, it's very important. So if you go to the bank, they've stated their interest rate based on the monetary policy rates that the Bank of Ghana gives. So you also should be able to check that, am I really getting, will I be able to benefit or get some return on my saving? Okay, this, and saving is not investment, but it still comes with some amount of risk which needs to be compensated by the bank. So every interest rate which has been stated by the bank as to part. We have the expected rate of inflation and the real interest rate. So two. So if the bank has stated 20%, that 20% has two parts. It has the expected rate of inflation and the real interest rate. Okay, yes. So the bank should be able to compensate you for the risk. I mean, for the little risk that you are taking. Yeah. So that is why it's very prudent that you check out for that. This is a little bit technical, but I've tried to make it very easy and simple for you. Yeah. So the sixth thing to do is to try and automate your saving. Try as much as possible to automate your saving. That's number 6. Automate. When I say automate your saving, I mean try and make your savings automatic. Yes. So immediately the money comes, you have put in some strategy that allows you to save automatically. So you can walk to your bank and see your branch manager or anybody in charge and talk to the person and say, okay, my salary is actually, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is very small. Actually, 1,000 Ghana cedis by this time. But let's assume that it's 1,000 Ghana cedis, and you tell the bank that I want to save 20%. Okay, I want to save 20% every month. So immediately the controller and accountant general, or that is if you are working in a public institution, I mean the public sector, pays your salary. The bank takes 20% and credit it into your savings account. And also if you are working in a private institution, immediately your salary comes, the bank does that for you. So that's one way to automate your savings account. Another way to do that is actually to use an app called Roundup. So this app actually saves the coins after buying something. So let's say that you buy something for 5 cedis, 20 pesos. So this app automatically saves the 80 pesos for you. So any coins left, I'm calling it coins, so the decimals, okay, left after buying something, the app will save it for you. And this is very, very good. It helps you to, control your expenditure. You don't really have control over what you buy at a particular point in time, because the bank is, the app or the bank is doing that for you. Now the seventh and the last thing to do, okay, which is very important, this one is very, very key, is to try and get a side job. If you're a student, probably you are very intelligent. You are good at your course. Maybe you are doing accounting, you are very good. You can start some tuition for your colleagues. When the lecturer teaches, probably you understand very well. Try and start some tuition for your friends, or probably people who are below you, SHS student, JHS student. You start something like that to get some extra form of income, okay, so that when you draw your budget, you don't rely entirely on what your parents are giving you. Yes, you have something to rely on. And also, if you are working in a bank or anywhere, whenever you receive your salary, that's what you use for your basic expenditures and all that. That is not really the best. If you can also get a side job, something you can do to also get some form of passive income. Yes, the underlying word is passive income, something that you are doing on the side to get some form of money to also take care of yourself. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video. We've been able to exhaust all our 7 key things to do to increase your propensity to save and also increase your appetite for saving. Okay, I believe so much that you've been blessed by this video and you've learned something, one or two. So from today, I'm sure that you will be able to save. Probably you tried a couple of times. Try doing the things which I've stated in this video, and it's really going to help you. So please subscribe if you haven't, like and comment. Okay, give me more things that you want me to talk about. You can suggest a lot of things that you want me to talk about in my subsequent videos, and I'll do that. God bless you so much for watching. Bye bye.